dreaming. I'm back again. Hello, everybody. My name is Shay, and if this is the first time that you're seeing me, welcome to Spooky's Haven. This is a little series I like to do what I watched in a month, and I just usually talk about the horror movies I watched, give you a little bit of the ratings that I have for them, and share some of my brief thoughts. I definitely love doing this series because it's gotten me to watch so many movies that I've never seen before so far, and I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm just going to keep watching those movies. So I know I watched two movies that were relatively new this month. So May was kind of a light month for me. I had a lot going on. Family member was graduating, and I was traveling, and so there were a lot of periods of time where I forgot to watch a movie. So towards the end of the month is really when I kind of binge watched everything. I do want to just kind of state that I do have some, first of all, new mic, because this is probably the first, you're probably going to see this video before my video where I mentioned that I got a new mic. But yes, I bought a new mic, so I no longer sound like I'm in a tin can, because that was bothering me, and I'm sure it was bothering other people who were watching those videos. But I do want to mention a couple of videos I have coming up. I do have my first official video essay is coming up. Hopefully this week. You'll probably see this video before you see that one, because this one's going to be quicker to get out. But I'm going to try to get that one out this week, because I feel like, let's talk about it. It's hot on the press right now. Everybody's talking about it. And then hopefully within the next couple weeks or so, I'll have my big Resident Evil video. I should say my Resident Evil Requiem video, because it's not a full Resident Evil video yet. Hopefully I'll have that prepared. And I have other stuff that's coming up. And of course, we're still going to continue to do this series. And then also we're getting HHN announcements. A lot of stuff is happening. The horror community is moving. This Sunday, Interview with the Vampire Season 3, well, technically it's The Vampire Lestat Season 1, is debuting. And I've seen that the critics are reviewing this as incredible. So I'm ready. I'm so ready for this. I've been rewatching that show right now. I watched all of Season 1 yesterday, and probably tomorrow I'm going to go get through Season 2. I was going to do it today. Work got a little bit crazy, so I wasn't able to do it. Alright, so let me see how I'm going to do this, because I have a busted finger, and I like holding this mic because it's pretty and I want people to see it, because colors. But I also need to hold this. Now, I don't remember if I mentioned or not in the last video. I'm pretty sure I did, but this is a horror movie journal that I got off of the website of the person who made this. I actually don't remember, and I tried looking for it and I couldn't find it, but I'm sure if I try again I probably can. It's just basically where you can put the movies that you watch and little tiny reviews. It's like Letterboxd in a book form. I thought it was cute, and yeah, I like these things. So we're gonna start. I watched 10 movies. Hold on. Downside of having an emo wig is that I haven't cut it yet. I literally just took it out of the bag and put it on. I watched 10 movies this month, so that was 2 less than what I watched last month. I purposefully watched one on Sunday, which was the 31st, so I could make it 10, because I had watched 9, and I wanted to make it even. I have OCD, okay? So yeah, I watched 10 movies this month, and I gotta say, it was a variety of just quality and, to be quite honest, quality. Oh, my cat scared the crap out of me. She was hiding underneath something, and I just heard something move. Oh my goodness, she's so funny. Yeah, it was a variance in quality, and some movies that I was hoping I would love, I didn't really, and maybe they would have hit different at a different time, but it's all good. So the first movie that I watched in May was Ready or Not, Here I Come. and I rated this one 4.5 stars. Now, last month I watched Ready or Not, so me and my friend were like, let's watch Ready or Not, Here I Come, because we haven't seen, we saw Ready or Not. I have to say I personally like this one better than the original. I thought it was much more chaotic, and I thought there were great performances from pretty much everybody involved. It was really funny. It stayed within the same vein as the first one, but also was a lot more intense. And Samara Weaving just kills this role. Like, this is like one of my favorite final girls, I guess you can say now. But yeah, I gave it 4.5 stars. Definitely liked it, and I would watch it again. The next one I watched was a little bit disappointing. This was like the mortuary assistant for me in April, and that was Shelby Oaks. So I remember the Paranormal Paranoid series on YouTube. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but I remember that. I remember watching that and thinking it was real, and the whole thing was like, oh, these people have gone missing. We don't know what happened to them. And I also kind of have a thing right now about supporting people who have made the jump from YouTube to filmmaking, and this is one of the people that did that. And so I wanted to like this movie. Really wanted to like this movie. It was really boring and really confusing. It was all over the place. I gave it a 1/2 star because I just felt like it was a waste of time. And yeah, I don't think this is one that's worth watching personally. If you do want to watch it, then definitely go ahead. It's on Hulu, but I would skip this one. The third movie that I watched in May was The Green Room, or Green Room. And this is one of the ones that I thought I was going to really love because I've heard nothing but good things. It's really tense, and maybe it was because I watched it while I was working that I just couldn't get lost in it. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't that it was a bad movie. It was actually a really good movie. The acting was great. I can't really take Patrick Stewart as a white supremacist seriously, but he did a good job. Just because you hear that voice and it just makes you think of Jean-Luc Picard, so it's hard for me to look at him and go, oh yeah, he's a white supremacist. But it was very tense, and honestly, it did make me uncomfortable just because of the subject matter. But I feel like I probably could have, if I had watched it at a different time, I probably could have gotten enveloped in it. I rated it 3.5 stars. I didn't think that it was that bad, and I know I have no problems with it. It's probably not one I'm ever going to rewatch just because it's so heavy. I don't know if that's something I could put myself through again. This next one was one that kind of was like a sleeper for me personally. I had heard about this one on I think TikTok a few probably last year sometime, and I'd heard that it was really, really good, and I was like, oh, I will try it. It's a found footage movie. It's not really, but I'll get into that. That's Strange Harvest. That was the next one that I watched. This one was really good. I really liked this one. First of all, the gore effects, fantastic in this movie. Nauseating, truly nauseating. Some of these pieces that they used for the victims of this serial killer were just brutal. The other thing I liked about the movie was that it plays out like a Netflix documentary. It really has that feel of something you're watching on Netflix, and it's all about this killer that is killing for satanic purposes. And the ending, even though it shows you a little bit of supernatural, there's still a little bit of ambiguity, and it's kind of oh, is this something that is real? Did he actually summon something, or was it stopped because the police stopped him? You just don't know. Yeah, it was a really good movie. I actually recommended it to several people after I watched it, because I thought, I'm listen, any movie that can mix fantasy and reality really well, I appreciate. And I usually don't like these documentary style found footage movies. I'm gonna say something that's probably controversial, but I don't like Lake Mungo. I first of all, the first 2 times I tried to watch it, I fell asleep, and then I finally managed to sit through it with a friend, and I was like, I don't get why everybody's scared of this movie. Like, I get the part, the part where you see her bloated corpse walking towards her, and I understand that thing, but it's kind of like, I was just kind of like, it didn't scare me. It was kind of like, oh, that's horrible. But I think it was just because everything was so confusing in the documentary or in the movie that it really made me feel like, okay, but you're not explaining why she saw that. Like, there's no explanation. Maybe there was, maybe I just missed it or something, but yeah. But I don't really like those documentary style found footage movies too much, but this one was really good. So like I said, I gave it 4 stars, and I definitely would watch it again. I would love to watch it with friends just to see their reaction. All right. So this next one, this is a newer one. This just came out recently. This next one genuinely shocked me. Like, genuinely shocked me. First of all, I did not know this movie existed until a week before it was released. Quite literally just happened to be watching Netflix, and I have Netflix with ads, I know. But I happened to be watching Netflix, and they kept playing the trailer for this movie, and I was like, it looks like it might be a good time. Let me tell you, it was not a good time. It was not a good time. It was very intense, very atmospheric, and honestly low-key scared the crap out of me. Honestly, and I don't get scared easily, but it's the tension buildup that really gets me. And I do have a video kind of analyzing some themes of this movie coming out. That's what will hopefully be coming out this week as well. And that is Obsession. You guys are probably tossing up between Obsession and Backrooms. I haven't seen Backrooms yet. I'm hoping to see it next week. Yeah, I literally saw the trailer a week before. Like, no, not even a week before. The week it was coming out. I had never heard of this movie. I knew nothing about this movie. All I saw was the trailer, and I was like, oh my god, he wishes for the girl who, like, he likes to love him back, and all hell breaks loose. And I thought it was going to be like a fun, like, good for her movie. Oh no. I've seen people call this the meanest movie of the year, or the meanest movie in theaters right now, and I would have to say they're right, because it is, in my opinion, such an uncomfortable and, like, depressing movie, yet and still I loved it. I loved everything about it. It was one of those movies that when I saw it, I left the theater and I felt like uncomfortable, like I had this like discomfort, and I talked about it briefly with my friend, I went to go see it with, and she was like, yeah, it was pretty good. And then I got home and I started thinking about it, and the more I thought about everything that I watched, everything I witnessed, the more upset I got at the whole situation. This movie is one of the most, just, like, in my opinion, is one of the most relentlessly terrible movies. And when it ends, obviously I'm not going to give away the ending because I want you guys to see this movie, but when it ends, it's like knowing the consequences of this guy's actions and what transpired because of him. It makes it hard. Like, I know a lot of people, there's a big debate on whether or not he's the villain or not in this movie. I personally think the villain is more ambiguous than just a person, but that's different. And like I said, I have a video coming out about that. But yeah, it's like the things that he did led him to ruin a lot of lives, including his own. So it's really a sad, scary movie. And Indy Navarrete is I think she's going to be a Scream Queen, and I would not be surprised if she gets nominated for an Oscar. She might not win one, but I would not be surprised if she gets nominated for an Oscar, because she was incredible in this film. She was a powerhouse. The way she uses her body, the way she uses her face, her voice, everything. She was a powerhouse. And this is another one that was made by somebody who's uploaded stuff on YouTube. He's actually more a comedian and done like comedy sketches. And this is his first, well, no, it's not his first horror movie. It's his second horror movie. He has a short film called Milk and Cereal, which I do want to watch. This guy is Curry Barker. He is going to be a powerhouse in horror. And I also heard that he is getting the go-ahead to remake Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or do a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I don't know why. I've never been a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan, but I feel like he's probably going to make me like it. That's just me. I gave this one which I rarely do, I gave this one 5 stars. And I circled yes, that I would watch it again, and I probably am going to watch it again. I'm probably going to own it at some point, because it's been a long time since a movie got under my skin the way this movie did. Like, really got under my skin to the point where, like, I'm actually still... Whoa, clip the mic. I'm actually still thinking about, like, everything that happened and going over it and being like, I need to watch it again because my nervous system is activated. So, great movie. I am thoroughly impressed for a first-time director of a major horror movie. And Curry and Kane Parsons, if you know, he directed The Backrooms. I think they're going to be tour de forces. I haven't seen Backrooms yet. I know a lot of people are split. I've heard some people say that it was amazing, and then I've also heard some people say that it was terrible because they were expecting something a little bit more, I guess. I don't know. I'm going into this movie just caring about supporting somebody who got started in a smaller fashion and was able to grow his following from there. So yeah, but anyways, I didn't see The Backrooms this past month. So Obsession, fantastic movie, 5 stars, no notes, love this movie, and I hopefully will own it once it comes out. Okay, now I'm in focus again, yay. So then from that ultimate high of Obsession, 2 days later after that, I decided I wanted to finally tackle a movie. Well, not finally, it just came out this year, but I wanted to tackle a movie that I was initially excited about, and then I heard nothing but bad things. But I decided, hey, it's on HBO Max, I'll watch it. And that was The Bride. Like, you know, the bride of Frankenstein. What to say about this movie? What can I say? I wonder, did I actually rate this lower than I Know What You Did Last Summer? I'm concerned. I want to see if I did. I did. Oh yeah, that's right. I gave I Know What You Did Last Summer 1 star because I did like the twist of who the killer was. This movie had barely any redeemable qualities for me. I think I gave it half a star because I liked certain elements of it, but I didn't like the movie overall. There is a problem that exists when people who make a movie with a feminist meaning are purposefully trying to shove that in your face. This is coming from someone who is a diehard feminist. I find that movies that do what The Bride did, where it's like, this is all about women's liberation, tend to be corny. It tends to be corny. Like, I hate to say that. In fact, in my opinion, Obsession was a better feminist movie for me, or a better feminist horror movie where you're watching a woman lose her autonomy because of the actions of a man than The Bride was. And The Bride sort of had a similar vibe because, you know, this guy, you know, the creature really wanted a wife, and so they dug up a woman and they turned her into the Bride of Frankenstein, and there's a level of control that is being exerted over her through the entire movie, not only just from the Frankenstein's monster, but also from everyone in the every guy she encounters. And I just Jessie Buckley won an Oscar this year. Okay, she won Best Actress right before this movie came out. And she was fantastic, don't get me wrong. She was actually incredibly, she did really well in this movie. She did well with what she had. I'm so sorry for her having to be in this movie. It was so bad. So bad. And then the worst part about this movie wasn't even just the messaging. It was the fact that it was so cringy. And I never use that as a criticism, because I think it's not a valid criticism. Unless you are physically cringing, which I was doing many times. I wasn't cringing because it was gross or it was gory or whatever. No, I was quite literally just cringing because it was so freaking bad. I was like, oh my god, maybe I will make a video one day talking about how it missed the mark, because wow, it was bad. It was really bad. I can see what they were trying to do. I don't think it was executed well at all. I see what they were trying to do, and I think, and here's my theory, and I might get into this more in a video of its own. I think that this movie would have done better if she was more grotesque rather than beautiful, because they're trying to do the whole like, oh, she's so beautiful, she's so hot that every single guy wants her and they just will take her. But in my opinion, that doesn't necessarily translate well to that story, that love story of between her and the creature, because it's clear that the creature, he does love her because she was made for him and he wants to be with her, but like everyone else is like trying to take him from her or take her from him. And I don't know, I just didn't like the fact that they made her so gorgeous and like she looked like it felt like they were trying to make Joker and Harley fully ado. That's what it felt like. It felt like they were trying to make that, and I hated it. Guillermo del Toro, where were you? And why didn't you stop this? Now, I know he was making his own Frankenstein movie. So, yeah, half a star. Don't recommend it. If you want to watch it, it's on HBO Max. Go for it. I won't stop you, but those are 2 hours of your life you will never get back. Another movie that I watched after that was a movie that had come out that everyone was making a big deal because they were saying it was Disney's first horror movie. It's not by Disney. It's by Fox, which, yes, is owned by Disney, but it's not Disney. I kept seeing that pop up. This is Disney's first horror movie. It's not Disney's first horror movie. It's Fox Features. That's what it is. It's Fox 20th Century Fox. That's what it is. And this is a movie called Psycho Killer. Okay, first thing. That actress, Georgina Campbell. Yeah, Georgina Campbell. I don't know who her agent is, but they need to get her better roles, because almost everything I've seen her in now, the movies have been terrible. And don't say Barbarian, because you guys know my beef with Barbarian. Everything I've seen her in, the movies have been terrible, and this is no exception. She broke so many rules that, like, her character broke so many rules by going outside of her jurisdiction to stalk a serial killer. And the kills were cool. It wasn't like a terrible movie. What I didn't like about it is that the killer talked too damn much. Too much. Like, you want to create this enigma of a character, and yes, he is a Satanist, and yes, he's trying to raise some sort of satanic he's trying to open the gates of hell and rain hellfire down on everybody. I don't know what he was actually trying to do. But he just talked. He just yapped a lot. And you never see his face, so that also, like, kind of depersonalizes him, which is fine. I didn't want to see his face. I just wanted the killer to be the killer. But that really took me out of it, was the fact that he just, like, every time you would see him, almost every single time you would see him, he would talk, and he always had a distorted voice. And I'm like, so the man's just walking around with a voice-changing mask. Like, it was corny, it was stupid, and I didn't like it. So I gave it 1 star, and I would not rewatch that movie. Would not at all. Actually, I had a double feature this day, and it was accidentally. I watched one movie in the morning and then ended up going over to my friend's house and watching another. The next movie was the movie Men. And this is Jessie Buckley's in this. And again, fantastic in this movie. And this is one I heard about, and it was one of those I have to see it to believe it kind of movies. Oh my god. This movie was disgusting. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who does want to watch it, but the ending of the movie, if you know, you know. I quite literally sat there like, oh my. Scary. It was very gross. It was very uncomfortable. I did like the movie, though. It was really good. I like the message it was trying to convey, how it was, like saying that, women oftentimes have to take the responsibility for men's emotions, which is really funny because of how a lot of men are reacting to obsession. It's like, again, now you're trying to make us take responsibility for your emotions, and it's like, no, that's not it. Some guy commented on one of my TikToks and said, oh, obsession is about a crazy woman, that's it. And I'm like, did you even watch the movie? Like, did you watch the movie like this and like this? Like, oh my god, some people, they just are committed to not understanding things. But this movie was really good. It was really um, interesting. It was really depressing, but it was good. I liked it. I gave it 3 stars. I don't know if this is one that I will revisit. I think I'd have to watch it with someone else just to see their reaction, especially to the ending. But for myself, I don't think I'm going to ever revisit this alone. It's not really something I want to go back to. Then after this, we have the movie I watched later on that night with my friend. We have the Markiplier special, Iron Lung. I really wanted to see this. I have been watching Markiplier. Okay, I don't want to sit here and say I'm like a massive Markiplier fan because I'm really not. But I've been watching his channel since he started. And so it's crazy to remember him all the way back then to now directing a feature film. This was very special to me to see this, and it was also special to my friend and her sister because her sister really likes Markiplier, and my friend was just like, hey, this looks like it'll be interesting. I don't know the game. I think I watched him play it when it came out and I completely forgot about it. Maybe I should rewatch it so I can kind of understand it a little bit. I understood it. Let's be honest. I understood it. It's a very long movie and you're kind of just like watching him in one area for the entire film. It made me want to know more about what like the environment was outside of that submersive, but it was it was definitely just, it was like a bottle episode. It all took place in one location. Mark's acting was great. I think he did a great job. There was a lot of usage of the F word, which I normally don't point out. I know some people will point that out, but there was a lot of it. I was like, okay, every other sentence, every other word is the F word, which is, I guess, the way that it is. It was fine. I don't know if I'll watch it again, but it wasn't like it was bad. I didn't find it bad necessarily. I gave it 3.5 stars because of the fact that it is now the film that holds the record for the most blood ever used in a film, most fake blood. So I gave it the 0.5 star for that because I think that's pretty cool. It beat out Evil Dead 2013. So good job, Mark. I don't know if that's what you set out to do, but good job. So I might rewatch it if I'm with somebody again. It might be one of those if I'm with somebody that I rewatch it then. And finally, the last movie that I rushed to get in on the 31st of May was The Autopsy of Jane Doe. This is a movie that I've tried to watch several times, and either something happens, either like I have to leave and go somewhere, or I fall asleep, or like I end up getting pulled to do something else. So I have always struggled to start this movie and like get through this movie. But I've been wanting to see it for a long time. I thought it sounded interesting, and I know a few people who've seen it and they love it. I watched it. I didn't think it was that bad. I think it's probably a movie I would have liked more if I had seen it when it came out. Like, I think that probably would have been one of my favorite movies because of the scares are really good, the plot is really cool, the ending is like a ending, kind of like that. I love the ending of this movie. I think it's really good. But because, I'm watching it in 2026, I don't really, I've watched so many horror movies and so many horror movies in a similar vein. It didn't really capture me the way I think it captured other people when they watched it when it had first come out. Not a bad movie, not something I would say don't watch. I did give it 3 stars, and I don't know if I'm going to watch it again, only because of the fact that it didn't wow me, and it doesn't feel like it's rewatchable for me. I'm like, alright, well, I already know what happens. I will say this, though. The gore effects, fantastic. I had to look away at some points because it was just too realistic. It looked too real. I was like, did they actually get a body for this? Does anybody check on that? I'm not accusing anybody of anything. It just looked really good. So that was the last movie that I watched in May. So that's all I got for you. I am going to try to watch more movies this month, and I might have a little bit more time. Right now, like I said, I've been rewatching Interview with the Vampire. I finished season 1, and I'm starting on season 2, and hopefully I'll get that done before Sunday so I can watch The Vampire Lestat when it comes out. Very excited about it. I'm sure you guys have seen my interview with a vampire poster. I actually have 4 over there, but you've probably seen my interview with a vampire poster. I love vampires, so I'm really excited for this one. So my next video will probably be my video about Obsession, so keep that open and be ready to see the first official video essay on this channel. And then after that will be my Resident Evil video, and then I'm gonna figure out, while I'm editing all these videos, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do next because I gotta figure that out. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, then go ahead and leave me a little like. That always makes me feel better, because I know that you are enjoying what you watched. Leave a comment, tell me what you think about these movies, if you ever saw these movies. Debate in the comments about whether you think Bear from Obsession is the villain or not. I don't care. Yeah, and subscribe to see more videos like this that are unplanned and unscripted, and I will see you guys next time with another video.